Be careful. Make sure nobody's projecting over you in the next 4 days. That you can tell it's something that they're going through, or there's something that they do and they're trying to make it seem like you do it, or like it should be okay. You could be dealing with a Virgo or a Sagittarius. Okay? You may need to start putting your guard up against this person. You need to focus on whatever they actually saying and or whatever they do provide. Because it seems like they do work on something. They have some type of quality, but at the same time, either they don't invest in themselves, they don't take care of themselves, they overinvest in other people. So they hustle, they work, but something is up and down when it comes to this person again, especially if this is a Virgo or another earth sign. You also could be working in the next 4 days and you don't see any value in it. You're like, what am I doing this for? I don't really see the point. Make sure it's not your mind tricking you out of something. What's going on for water signs the next 4 days? Okay, so you have a new beginning. You have some type of free spirit about something that's going on, but at the same time, mentally, when you lay down at night, you feel like there's something going on when it comes to betrayal, or there's something on your mind. I feel like you do have the strength to balance this out. You may be disappointed in someone, in a relationship that you feel like y'all had everything that you needed, or if they would have done something, or it could have been what you needed it to be. You also could feel like if you sign up for a new beginning, right? It's like, oh, I don't know if I'm pregnant, but if I have this baby, is this going to end some type of balance for me? If I go do this, is this going to end something that I've been trying to push forward, or that I've been able to get out of? You're trying to control something, but at the same time, you're sad. Again, because this relationship is not really where you thought it was supposed to be. What's the new beginning in the next 4 days? The water stone. Actually, a new beginning is walking away from someone that you was emotionally tied to. You have to use your imagination to kind of figure out what comes next and how something's going to grow for yourself. Or even if you are a mother now, like, right? So it's like, okay, I'm a single parent at this point. You having to walk away from somebody that maybe you thought was your knight in shining armor. But at the same time, you still want it to grow, but you have to close it out. Somebody could expose something, either about you, or they could have had you exposed to something that was to not no good for you, or something like that. Why are you in your head the next 4 days? There was some type of backstabbing. Okay, there was some type of betrayal is what I was going to say that you were a part of. Either you made a decision to be a part of, or you could have called it off. But maybe at the point in time that you were a part of this, like your emotions were not where it should have been. And maybe you secretly didn't want somebody to point you out, or you didn't want somebody to turn on you. And so you're like, sure, I'll join your team, or oh, sure, I'll do this with y'all, or, you know, I'll get behind y'all and go through this with you. And now you feel like you have the emotions, or now you're emotionally intelligent to where you want to change your life and or communicate what happened. Somebody could be in their feelings when they express this. It's like you go towards someone and you want to go tell them what happened, and then it's so much emotions built up behind it that it all just kind of relieves and comes out. And you want to work with this person that you feel like they're growing something. But you know that they're going to be disappointed in the decision that you made to work with this Virgo, or work with someone else who didn't have any type of value to whatever it is that they were committed to doing. It's like now you want to change and you want to establish something, but this person sees you as conniving and trickery. And so they're going to be confident when they say, yeah, I'm balancing my emotions, I have everything that I need, but I'm going to let you go. I'm not getting back involved. Okay? So maybe that's why you're in your head, because you know that they're not going to go back. What's going on with the fairness? What's the truth that's coming out? What's the balance that's coming out in the next 4 days? You're going to get the truth of how somebody moved on, why somebody moved on, or if it's time for you to move on, especially if you're a Cancer. Okay? You're going to get some type of justice of you having to move on. So let's say you had to move on and you were disappointed in the scenario, the situation. There's going to be something that comes in your favor. And you're like, okay, damn, this is going to end something, but I can be practical with something else. All right? Overall, it's going to be successful with you, for you. Okay, so you could be using your strength to get through some type of disappointment, or my condolences if you lose someone, because it also gives bereavement. There may be a Leo that passes, or you're trying to control the emotions and the sadness of a Leo. Could also be you, Scorpio or Pisces. If you're dealing with a Leo or a fire sign, they're trying to push through what's to come to something. They're trying to control the situation because right now they're unsatisfied and emotionally they're not happy. They could be dissatisfied with how things are growing and they want to, pretty much abandon ship. If you were someone that you were pregnant and you chose, okay, hear me out, you chose not to keep the pregnancy, they were always dissatisfied after that decision. They've been trying to push through this grief. They've been trying to push through this disappointment. But I don't know realistically if they can do it any longer. So something's going to happen. There's going to be some type of shakeup and they're going to make some type of decision for themselves. They feel like they have some type of clear thinking. They're going to trust themselves when it comes to this. Yeah, and they're going to feel like, yeah, maybe you're not my match. Maybe you're not my person. Because they feel like they're positive that the person that they actually want to be with is going to be more emotionally stable and able to get through some type of challenge and do something with them at the point that y'all get into arguments or whatever. So it's kind of like, okay, well, we got into an argument, we got into something, and then you went and chose to go do this. Like, the person that I want to be with ain't going to do something like that. And so they're walking away. Now, for some of y'all, I ain't going to hold you. Were you actually pregnant? No. Somebody was lying. Somebody was lying. Somebody was being toxic. Somebody wasn't actually pregnant. All talk, no action. They was actually pregnant. They were going through some type of bad cycle, and maybe they were saying this, and hopefully, in the moment that they feel like they can hold on to someone out of greed and self-protection, it didn't work. So the person is now leaving, and so now the person looking at you like you off my seed, essentially, but there was no seed in the first place. But because you manipulated the situation in the relationship, you kind of got to hold on to this lie. Take it how it resonates. Don't take it if it ain't your story. Alright. Let's see. What's going on in the next 4 days for water signs? You could definitely be dealing with a fire sign. I almost called you fire. If you're dealing with a fire sign in the next 4 days, what's going on? Somebody's going to try to break the ice, break the tension when it comes to y'all love. They're going to try to see what's going on when it comes to this marriage. But at the same time, there's some type of fear of ego. There's some type of fear of intimacy. There's some type of boundary here. So it can't go but so far. Yeah. They're like, are we willing to meet each other in the middle, essentially? So they may be flirting with you. But at the point that they feel like, okay, I need to focus on myself, or this didn't work, this is just something I need to let go, or whatever the case may be, they may go seduce someone else. So they got some pissed up energy regardless. And it's like, either you're going to answer the call or you're not. And I'm going to go to my wife and I'm going to see, if she's going to let me flirt with her and fill up on her. Okay, cool. That didn't really work. Cool. I'm going to go to somebody else that I've been watching and get them some type of kisses in or love. I'm going to go see if they'll answer the phone call for me. Who is the person that they go towards? This could be someone with the initial A, first, middle, or last. This could be a Pisces. The initial Y, another Leo, the initial M or W, heavy on the Leo, the initial Y, a Libra, or the initial C. Somebody that likes to be cold versus hot. You could be looking at the clock and seeing somebody's birthday, like you always see their birthday on the time. Or if it's not their birthday, it could be your birthday. What's going on next 4 days for water signs? Something about a Capricorn could be important. Maybe you made the wrong call when it comes to a Capricorn. A Capricorn, this could be a Taurus, a Gemini, a Virgo, a Libra, or a Cancer. Okay? What's going on between you and this person? Maybe nothing at this point. Maybe somebody kind of turned their back. They went their own way. There was some type of conflict or tension between y'all. And this person went their own way to conflict that. They went towards their own happiness. There was a conflict when it comes to a relationship that they were in. They decided to balance that out as well. And maybe they decided to do something alone when it comes to their child, or just a new creative beginning. They were quiet about it. And it seems like this is leading them towards some type of establishment, some type of inheritance, some type of wealth. If they haven't reached it yet, it's coming. Or this is how they feel about you. Okay? So maybe you're on the edge right now. You're kind of defensive. You're kind of paranoid about some type of bad luck, or just something that's out of your control. Maybe this person knows how to be hesitant when it comes to things that's not for them. They can feel certain things when it comes to their emotions, for sure. But you may have some type of love for them, and you want to grow something with them. You want to have a new beginning, whether this is love and or friendship. But if you're a Scorpio, especially if you're a Scorpio, you're disappointed. You regret something, but maybe whatever it is that you were doing, you were so positive and you had so much energy in doing it, it's kind of like, okay, well, you know, you got to stand there. You backstab somebody. I was going to say backdoor. You tried to backdoor somebody. Hopefully not in somebody or rob or kill. I don't know. But there was some type of backstabbing towards them. This either could be through the legal system, to something that they had worked for, something that was balanced. There was some type of backstabbing. It also could have been related to money. Okay? So, if this happened to you, this person's going to go through their karma for dibbling and dabbling. They are. There's something they're going to have to let go in order to avoid some type of disaster. And it's something that's major for them, because they're going to have to sit back and think about it. Like, okay, what do I do? What's next? What does this mean for my establishment? What does this mean for my retirement, my funds, my money? They're going to have to think about it for sure. But they're going to have to support some type of system, or they're going to have to give into some type of system and or tradition. They're going to have to do something in order to be successful. They also could have supported the marriage of someone else. And like, okay, well, yeah, this person's single. They could have a new beginning. Yeah, they should be able to go towards this person and do whatever they want to do, even though it was backstabbing the other person. Maybe on the Capricorn. So maybe you were supporting someone that you know that they shouldn't have been in a relationship with. And because you were connected to this, now you got karma as well. Or this is them flip-flopping, okay? Something about threes. You could be seeing a lot of threes. Or you're seeing a lot of people support someone's creative idea, or somebody will support yours. If you have some type of idea and you're like, oh, I'm not sure, because it's an entrepreneurship or something that you might have to like take reins of, you really gonna have to start, you're in your head about it, do it. You will have some type of support. You're just too attached to either a mother figure, or you're just too attached to how people are gonna secure your emotions about it. Get your emotions out of it and get to work. It's like you're talking about it, but you need to actually stop thinking about it and just do it. Okay, anything else? Confirmations. You may be having some issues with your back or just your muscles. Maybe you're going back to the gym. There's some money that's incoming for you. Okay, you need to cut access off from someone. Your ops are failing. If you were the ops, you're about to fail. Okay, somebody's gonna be thrown out of the house and or evicted. Okay, and now they're trying to figure out where to go. They're wanting to move on, wanting to move out. They're coming to you with this kind of drama. Okay, don't give them no type of access, and they got nothing to do with you. You could be overly grateful right now. You could be realizing that you have a jealous parent, especially if this is a mother figure. Either you're a Cancer or a Gemini, or your parent is one. Or again, it's just a mother figure. You could be going outside, or you're watching somebody else go outside. All right, real quick, who is this? Who are you watching go outside for water signs? Okay, so this could be a Cancer, a Scorpio, someone who don't listen to themselves, a Sagittarius, a Taurus, someone who could be pregnant right now, a Virgo, a Cancer, or a Libra. Okay. Somebody gave up your personal information, especially if you're a Pisces, or somebody was trying to. Pisces, it could have been you. Who gave up your information? This could have been a Capricorn or Pisces. You were trying to do this to a Capricorn. You're trying to control where they were going, where they and who they were investing in. You didn't think that they were going to pay attention to some type of detail. And now you're unsure of what's to come, especially if you're a Pisces. You're in some type of fear right now. You have some type of insecurity, and you're watching. It's like you're sitting back and you're just watching, you're spying, because you know that this burden that's going to come to this Leo, this Virgo, or that came from this Leo and Virgo is going to affect your entire world. And now you feel burnt out, or you're going to feel like there's some type of lack of progress. It wasn't worth it. They could have an Aries, a father figure, or somebody in their life that's going to try to come in impulsively and figure out if they can balance something, or like, oh, use some type of emotions. Oh, I can make this decision for my child, or I can do this and this and the third. And the Virgo's like, oh yeah, well, let's try to do this and let's see if we can be strategic, you know, and get out of it. And then somehow a Scorpio is sad about this as well, but somehow all this comes to light, and all the positivity that this, you know, Capricorn Sagittarius got is not going to work. It's not. Bye.